SpinalCom. Make any building smart.
Presentation of a use case on a data center with the SpinalTwin Suite. We are in a 3D viewer that makes it possible to contextualize all the information produced in a dynamic manner by all the systems of the data center. Could be BMS, IoT, or IT, which is to say the database servers directly installed in this data center. The first example of an application's use is the allocation of racks. I configured this app where I have listed the names of the companies to which the racks belong with color coding. This now enables me to view this information in 3D in a contextualized way. Some other useful information is the capacity to click on the racks or other objects in 3D and to open a menu that will give me a certain amount of information. Here are a few examples. Firstly, I would like to have a little more information on this rack in particular. To do that, I can go for instance in the attributes part. In these attributes, I'm going to be able to gather all the information that is associated with the object. Its reference, model, and other pieces of information, such as the installation date, end of guarantee date, etc. All the information here can be customized, either here directly by adding some attributes, or a category. An example here, I will add an attribute to the installation category that I will name installation date. And I will give it a value, in this case today's date, and it's currently March 13th, 2020. You can see that information has been added. You can also recover all this information from the digital model. Another useful piece of information comes from the documents associated with this object. In this precise case, I can see that I can add URLs that will open an online documentation, or in this case, you click on the link to download the documentation. I can also store the documentation files directly in the platform to be able to download them if needed. Another function is adding notes. I could associate them with a messaging service solution such as Slack and send a message to someone in particular. I can also visualize dynamic information in real time that stem from this piece of equipment. We are once again in a rack example, but we could use any kind of equipment from the data center, including the BMS controllers, access control, the fire security system, and so on. Here I can see that the system has sent back 4 pieces of information. One regarding temperature, one on the humidity level, and one on its energy consumption, and one alarm. Here I can also view the charts on the temperature, for instance, and its history. And I can update the history, and I also can visualize this information for a specific number of hours or days. I also have the possibility to customize my view. Another interesting application concerns the visualization of heat map. I have created a group in which I have put a certain number of racks and have associated some measurements generated by the racks. Now I would like to view this information in the form of a heat map. You can see that the racks have been updated. Here I can visualize the temperature data and other types of data. All of this can be configured. Once more, we have parametered this application to focus on the rack, but we could have done the same thing for the floor that could be delimited by rooms. I could have done this on other installations such as controllers, pieces of equipment, and other types of building systems. This tool therefore helps you centralize all the information generated by your building, let it be elements from the site itself or from IT. This information can be viewed through 3D visualization to put it all into context. It's also possible to view this information through a dashboard, the more classical way. Thank you for listening and have a good day.